Everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Yusuf. Now before I begin, I just wanted to say thank you, yes you, for clicking on this video today. Of all the other things that you could be doing, you decided to take a moment of your time to sit down with me and watch me talk in front of the camera. Yeah, welcome to the video. I just wanted to say thank you to every single person who has liked, commented, or subscribed to the channel. At the top, I know that 12 new people subscribed, which is insane. I think right now I'm at like 118 subscribers, which is insane. That's like enough to fill like a small room, you know? Like not a small room, like a decent sized room, you know? At the top, I know Dan, Kitty Kate or Kitty Cat, sorry, I forgot the name. Malo and then my good friend Delia. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. With that being said, let's get into the video and I'll see you guys there. The title of the video suggests I'm going to be speaking to you guys today about what I learned after spending 2 days in the woods with little to no cell phone receptions. The entire trip kind of took place about a month and a couple days ago. Me and a couple of my friends, we went up to the White Mountains in New Hampshire. If you don't know what the White Mountains are, here's a picture on the screen. The White Mountains are essentially this beautiful, beautiful mountain range up in northern New Hampshire. And there's like little to no cell phone reception up there, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Me and my friends, we took a trip out there just to kind of, you know, explore nature a little bit. Now, if it wasn't for the friends that I went with, Jason, Flynn, and Jason, I definitely would have been screwed because I have no camping experience like whatsoever. So we arrived to the campground at like 12:30 at night. We were all pretty busy that day and that's the only time that we could meet up. I thought it was gonna be like a legit campground where like it was grass and then like you pitch up a tent and then like you look up at the stars and shit, but it was not that at all. You know, Flynn, who has like the most camping experience easily, he picked a really like covert spot. We were actually in between the valley of two mountains. First thing that we had to do when we get there, we had to set up the campsite. And then what we had to do next was pitch up the tents. And then I saw my friends doing it and like I was really apprehensive to getting involved. But then slowly but surely I kind of found myself like, all right, we're all gonna go grab some firewood. Fuck it, let's go grab some firewood. Let's all go together. And like it really pushed me out of my comfort zone. And I'm glad that I went and I'm glad that I experienced that because sometimes like the way that you do things isn't necessarily like the best way to do it. You know, sometimes you gotta mix it up a little bit.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
I just wanted to give a shout out to my friend Flynn because without Flynn, this entire trip would not have worked out. I came to this trip, I literally brought like a sleeping bag that I bought that day and I brought a backpack that I could wear. That had my clothes in it, and then I brought like a little bag that had some toilet paper and some my toothbrush. This dude Flynn, if only you could see the amount of things this man brought. This man brought like a portable stove, he brought like sleeping mats underneath the sleeping bag, and then he brought like this $200 tent with like dark room technology. I don't even know what dark room technology is. What even is that, Flynn? If you guys have ever seen like the movie Up, this is it on the screen right here. He's exactly like the little boy from named Russ from the movie Up. Like without Flynn, honestly, this trip would not have worked out. But yeah, back to the story. Yeah, that was the first day, the first night of the trip. Now the next 2 days were pretty similar, but essentially what was happening was that me and my friends, we were going out and we were just basically being kids. Part of me felt like Lewis and Clark, the two expeditioners who were sent out to explore the rest of the United States to see if it was inhabitable. Not to that extent, but a little bit, you know, where I felt like I was an explorer again. Remember when you were a kid and like all you did was literally go outside, play, had no responsibility, you know, and your curiosity would take you to turn over like every stone that there was like in your path, and you would live, learn, and you would laugh. And just being in nature just kind of showed me that like real life does not happen in two places. Number one, does not happen here, bro. Like this is not real life. This is cap. Like this is fake. This is not where real life is happening. Might as well be in the trash can. You know, like this is useless, right? I just broke my phone for this video. That real life is not happening is in between these 6 inches here. There was this one point in the trip where me, Jason, and Flynn, right? We were sitting on this rock for I think 4 or 5 hours. And 4 or 5 hours, and we were just sitting there and we were just chilling. We were just vibing. Like Flynn brought his fishing equipment to try and look kind of badass, but you know, we obviously didn't catch any fish, right? I love you, Flynn, but you know we were not catching any fish for like 4 or 5 hours, and like this was the view from that rock, right? And we just talked about our lives, and we just sat and we just chilled and we vibed out. And honestly, it was like one of the most like beautiful moments like I've had in like a long time.
Gay!
Now coming back from this trip, it was weird because, like, as you guys can tell, I'm a pretty talkative person. I'm so talkative that I have my own YouTube channel. Back from this trip, for some reason, I really didn't have a lot to say, just cause like I had experienced something, but I hadn't fully processed. Usually in times like that, I'll put pen to paper and like I'll write down kind of what I'm thinking, and this is what I came up with. So you guys let me know what you think. You let me know if there's a little bit of truth in it. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video.
It's weird being out in nature for 2.5 days, then trying to integrate yourself back into day-to-day life. Kind of like that feeling you get when you come right back from a vacation. I'm not trying to be melodramatic or anything, but 2.5 days can really make a difference in your life. When I arrived to the campsite, it was different. There was no signal, the nearest bathroom was a 5-minute walk away, and we had to build a fire to keep warm. All of which were things I really don't have to think of ever doing. About sleeping on the floor in the woods, or grounding yourself in the grass, or even playing in the rivers like a kid again just really makes you see things a lot differently. Nature's got a strange way of humbling you. When you arrive, you bring your baggage, stuff that you really think is life. And when you leave, you get a better understanding of what life really is. Looking back, I get the feeling that a lot of the stuff that's, you know, quote unquote important to me is really just cap. It's false. It doesn't mean a lot. It doesn't mean anything. What people think, what I think of what people think of me. There's even a part of me that cares about what people will say about this video. A lot more to life than what society or anyone else can tell you. It's just for you to decide. And in the grand scheme of stuff, our problems really aren't that bad when we realize what's truly important. Nature taught me that real life happens outside of the 6 inches in between your skull. And spending time in nature could be the one thing you finally needed to help you get some much needed perspective.
Game time. A special guest just wanted to come in and say hi.
Hi.
What do you want to tell them?
Subscribe.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
Hi.
Alright, then we're done.